Hi everyone, Kim here with Sunshine Creations and Crafts. I am here making my grandma a get well card. She had a cancerous melanoma removed from her face today. She's 98 years old. I think you guys have heard me mention her. I did a layout on her. And I want to send her cards. She loves getting my cards. So the one that I chose, I actually just bought off of Cricut.com. It was one of their sale things, was the Everyday Pop-Up cards. Now, I have not found any tutorials on YouTube at all on how to put these cards together. So in a minute, I'm going to show you my sample, and then we're going to cut one out and do it the right way. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to do my insert images. And it says all images, all image sets. I think I originally found it under all image sets. And I'm going to type in everyday pop-up cards. And there they are. Now the one that I had, the way I had searched it originally, which I'm going to go back and show you how I did that. I'm going to click on back. And I wanted to find a card that had a Band-Aid on it. So I searched Band-Aid. And I think I spelled it wrong. Okay, well, you know why? Because I'm on all image sets. Let's go all images. And type on, type in Band-Aid. There we go. And this is the card that it came up with. So it's really, really cute. Let's go ahead and click on that. And you can see that little green check right there is going to identify that that is the image that you're going to be inserting. Now look at this here. That definitely is not going to make a card. So what you want to do here is you want to right click and you want to ungroup these images so that you can pick and choose. Now, I'm not going to put the Band-Aid on her card. I'm just going to do a real pretty floral thing with the Feel Better image. So that's what I've done. Now, I've actually saved this card already in my Cricut library, I'm going to call it. But I'm going to show you how you would want to adjust the size. Now, a regular A2 size card is 5.5 by 4 1/4. So I want to make this card so that when it folds, it will be 4 1/4. So I'm going to go to Edit, and I'm going to unlock it, and I'm going to make the width 8.50, which is 4 1/4 plus 4 1/4. And then I'm going to do the height at 5.50, which is your regular A2 size card when it actually is folded over. Now you have this little image down here and you're like, oh my gosh, that's not going to fit that. Okay, so here's what I did. There's probably other ways of doing this. Is I rotated it. I moved it up onto my card and I just moved the arrows. Now you can go into your edit and size it that way. Now this should not be the full size of your card because it folds, and it's going to fold right at that line right here and another one right here. This is what I've discovered. Now again, I have not seen any tutorials on YouTube that there was one or two that were very helpful, so I'll put the names of them on there. There were older channels or older YouTube videos, so they did help though. So I'm going to leave it at that. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and expand this a little bit more because we're going to have to fold that over as well. So I'm ending up with a width of 5.35 and a height of 4.1. I think that should do it. All right. I'm going to pause here and we're going to cut it out and I'll show you how to put it together. Okay, so the Explorer's done cutting. I made the mistake here. It's not going to affect the card, but I put my paper on wrong as far as where the cuts were going to go on the mat, but it's okay. It's still going to work. So anyway, just to, give you a little bit of help here, this card is, this paper is this Edamame Can Company I got many, many years ago, and it's not a real thick cardstock. So I went ahead and used my regular blade, and I set it on the dial on the dot in between light and cardstock, and it cut pretty well. So that's the base of the card. Just get my mini scoreboard here, and it's going to go at 4 1/4. Yeah, I was thinking to myself when I was trying to figure out how to put this card together, I thought, oh man, if I figure this out, I'm going to do like a series on this. But I thought, oh my gosh, there's so many of these cards, and it's really hard to figure out. I'm sorry, I'm just really having a hard time with it. So, all right, so here's where I messed up as far as, I'm just going to peel this part off, placing the paper on the mat incorrectly. The cut here actually goes all the way up, but as I said, it'll still work. And I'm cheating because I am using my Silhouette spatula instead of my Cricut spatula, just because it was sitting right here. All right, so there's that, and there's that, and get this up here. And then the rest of the card will go together very easily. All right, so what I discovered, I'm going to show you my little sample, is that you have to make some scores. And I messed up with the blade on this one. I put it was too hard and it was ripping the paper, so that's why I wanted to bring that to your attention. But this is actually my little sample. So we're going to set that aside, and what I did for this one is I gave it I'm just making sure I'm in the frame there, a 1/4 inch score line here, and then I went right underneath the letters and did another score line here. I don't want to push it too hard because this paper's not real thick and it would tear it. And then I did a score line here. And it has to all be lined up, so I'm at that score line there. So we'll do that. Now, but these, I'm going to wait until I actually start to put it on the card before I fold it down and score it. So my timing is impeccable with my videos. My phone rings right when I'm get that folded down. Excuse me. And you have to be real careful because you're right on the edge there. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and put some score tape on this. And I'm going to put score tape here and here. And some score tape right here. And I'm just going to put some right here. I'm not going to go too crazy. You can use glue, but glue takes longer to dry. And for something like this, it might work better if you, use score tape. Okay, now eventually I'm going to put some score tape on there, but I want to kind of, and I don't know if this is the right way of doing it, but this is what worked for me. And after watching a couple of the YouTube videos of people making these cards. Yeah, my poor grandma, I wish we lived closer. I would love to go see how she's doing. Okay, so I want to line this up with this score line here. So, I'm sorry, this up. It's better if I turn it this way. Isn't the inside of that so cute? And it's not exactly 5 1/2. It's a little under, which is okay. And then I'm going to bring this down here, fold that up, and then I'm going to lift this up because that will give me an idea of where these should go. And at the same time, I'm going to kind of judge where these should go as well. Let's go ahead and put our score tape on those. I'm going to trim that real quick there. And go ahead and take that off. Oh, I think I took the whole sticky. No, it's on there. Nope, no, it's not. It's been kind of a funky day today for me. You ever have those days where you sort of have a plan of what you want to do, what you want to get done, whether it's creative time or work or whatever it is? Oh, that just didn't work out for me today. So I had to be a little flexible. All right, so I'm going to put my back side up. Fold these under. I'm sure hoping this works. If it doesn't, then you can learn from my mistakes. And then I'm going to tear this off. See if I can do it right now. Ta-da! And tear this off. And it's going to fold down, I think, about right there. It's kind of popping up a little bit, so let's move this one up. And I needed to put some score lines right there, so what can I do? What can I do? Forgot to put the score lines above the B. So I'm going to use my little bone folder here and make the score lines now. So I guess this isn't actually a tutorial. This is a please bear with me video. Okay, that should close. Crossing my fingers. And that should open. It does. Oh my goodness. Alright, now that I've figured it out, I think we can definitely make a commitment as far as pushing down on all of our score tape. By the way, my video camera is not malfunctioning. I just happen to be underneath my son's bathroom, and he flushed the toilet. So, alright, so there it is. Sort of popping up. I know there's something I didn't do right here, but you guys can let me know if you've done these before. I think especially making sure that I'm scoring that right there. That's what I forgot. I forgot that too. But that one's kind of hard to do because, this is sort of flimsy. But I'm going to make it work. I'm determined. But that's a very pretty card. And I'm trying to think of what I want to do on the front here. I've got a real pretty peach-colored Recollections flower that I might put there. And maybe a hello. But that's kind of how you assemble this card. Alright, thanks so much for watching and having patience with me. Have a great day. Bye.